Hey guys, Clumsy here, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now the thermal upgrade has been semi-released, preview version is out, and that means you can have access to it already, but you have to opt in manually. And I'll set a link in the video description below how you can do that. It's basic Steam process on how you opt into a beta, but in case you don't know, check the link out below, right? Anyway, what I wanted to do in this video is to share some of my initial observations. Now, you can all read the patch notes, but the patch notes don't tell of everything, right? So I thought I'd share what I found so far and what others have found so far as well. So let's start. Resume the game. I have been testing a bit, and I've been playing for a few hours since the update, and so far everything looks good. Some bugs here and there, but a lot of improvements for sure. So first and foremost, observations. First thing is, upon loading, you can see resources are already available. If you've been playing the game before, you probably noticed that when you right after you load the game, all your resources are zero. It's kind of scary actually. Food shortage everywhere, and it seems like you have nothing left. Now it seems like everything is disconnected, but all your resources are intact already. So if I unpause here, then everything gets loaded in with regards to power. Yeah, but in terms of resources, it's there. So that's good. At least it's a bit less stressful when you load the game. You're not scared that, okay, the game broke my save. It's not really the case. Alright, second one, ice biome is now here. Ice biome, you might have seen some previews of it. If you look at the temperature, as you would have assumed, it's very, very cold in here. And we have a new creature slash plant, I don't know what that is, which is actually a source of cold. So if you look at the temperature here, he should be releasing some cold weather or some cold temperatures. So if you want to cool something up, you'll sit right next to him. That's the concept, at least. How is this doing? It's doing fine, I think. Alright. Next up, there is a new oxygen overlay. Now, if you press F1, you probably notice already the difference. Something of a different color here. And now, you don't really see the different kind of, if it's harmful or what kind of gas it is. It's mainly pertaining to oxygen. So that color, however you call that, cyan or whatever, is the best one. High concentration, you get sufficient, low, and then unbreathable. So all the other gases, whether it's CO2, whether it's hydrogen, whether it's polluted oxygen, everything will be red in the overlay like this. And I think it makes the game a lot simpler, because before you were wondering, oh, what's that yellow? Is that going to kill my dupes? Now you just know, is it breathable or not? Yes or no. It makes things a lot simpler, right? And if you are still interested in seeing where is the actual polluted oxygen, well, turn off the overlay and you can see that. Where's the hydrogen? Well, you can see that here. You don't need the overlay for that, right? Kind of makes sense. I like it. Next one. Mealwood seeds do not refill after harvesting. I'm not sure if this is a bug, but I think it's intended, because it makes the game a lot harder. Dupe. No dupe. I'm busy. So you can see I have a lot of pending stuff in here. A lot of planter boxes without any seeds. And that's because I just harvested them 3 times. And after you harvest 3 times, you get a seed automatically. And that sort of refills. Now, it doesn't. So you can see my food, it's actually in shortage. Guys, come on. Stop making lice loaves. Create mush bars. We're back to basics here. So I guess this is a good thing, because it forces you to think on your feet. So you can't just rely on these planters to sustain your food. You have to work on stuff. You have to work on the other researches for food, which I haven't done yet, so I don't have any of those. Let's research that maybe. Keep these guys not idle. And turn that on, because the next example will be perfect for this. The next one is, well, not yet. The next one is food freshness. So you can see, I still have 3,000 kcals of food. To pause the game because they might eat it. My ration box is actually here already, and it's refrigerated. Perfect example. Now by default, you get your ration box here, but with the cold biome, which is by default negative, I think. Yeah, negative temperature. You can actually store your ration box in here, and your food will be refrigerated. There's a status there now. Furthermore, there's a status for each type of food already. I'm not sure if this changes. For example, I have 3 lice loaves. If this becomes 4, does the freshness change, or is it applicable to all of them? Does it reset? I haven't tested it that much. But if you are familiar with it, do let me know, right? Anyway, so right now it's fresh 60%. When it goes down to 0, it will spoil, and you will get a rotten food which you can transform into something else, I think. Yeah. One more thing, I'm not sure if that's a bug, but some guys have pink guns. I'm not sure if that's for water, or I see that occasionally. I'm not sure if that's a bug, but it's a curious thing. Anyway, next up, they said the coal generator breaks easily due to heat. Now, a part of this update is that the buildings can now break if they get too hot, so they can overheat now, which makes sense, right? Now, if you take a look here, my coal generator isn't really hot. Maybe that's because I put it right next to the cold biome. And maybe that's the... And maybe that's the trick. Because if you put it just here in your base, it will heat up, it will break, according to what I read in Reddit so far. But if you put it right next to the cold biome, maybe it gets counteracted and it becomes more sustainable. Yes? And maybe you're asking why it's here. I actually have a hatch there, hiding there. He's a bit shy, but he spits out coal for me. So this is like his own coal factory here. Anyway, you also saw that the ration box is unrefrigerated now. So this is interactive, and I'm not really sure what the rules are. You can see each of the food items have their own temperature. It does say temperatures above 4 degrees Celsius will spoil food more quickly. And this is a perfect example. Something just happened to my circuit later on after I finish with this. So now it's 5 degrees Celsius, the lice loaf. So it's unrefrigerated, and so it will spoil quicker. That's the concept, at least. And it becomes like that because my guys keep opening the door, so the hot air keeps coming inside and heats up the whole place. Yeah, so if you're planning on doing something like this, maybe put it somewhere deeper, less prone to change in temperature, like that. There's a new overlay as well. I'm not really finding it that helpful yet, this one. This is red and blue is bad. That's the basic concept. Red is too hot, blue is too cold. This is regarding how your dupes will react when they come into contact with these places. So when they come here, they will get too hot, they'll start complaining, they'll get sick eventually. When they step into water, they'll get too cold. You know the drill, right? Now the next item is that electrical circuits can overload, and it actually did overload in my example, you can see there. Now what happened here? Now the thing itself, it's not very helpful currently, because if you click it, it just says circuit overloaded, but it doesn't say how. But I guess the indicator as well is the colors. It says circuit power stable straining overloaded. Now previously, before the thermal upgrade, you simply had to wire your base all over and it would take care of itself, right? Now the wires have their own capacity. So this one, the normal wires have a capacity of 1 kilowatt. The extra thick wires, the heavy watt wire, have a capacity of 2 kilowatts, I think. Yeah, you can look there, max wattage 2 kilowatts. They differ in appearance a bit. The heavy wattage is brownish or rusty. The normal one is more grayish. And I tried how to make different circuits, but this doesn't seem to work. So what I did was to not actually connect this wire with this wire except on that leg, but it seems like it is still connected. So it might be to solve this, because you can look if you mouse over here. Circuit status is 1.1 over 1.5 kilowatts. It should be 1. Oh, but yes. So the max wattage is 1 kilowatt, but currently it's using 1.1, and it has a potential of going even further to 1.5 based on the electrical appliances that I have. And if you're wondering how to look at that, just click this, go to energy, and you will see everything that's consuming power, add it all up. I would bet that would sum to 1.5 kilowatts. Yes, anyway, I think the solution here is just to disconnect this one, so we don't add these two doors to the whole circuit. And that should lessen the potential for overloading, I think. Let's see. Let's see that experiment quickly. Go faster, guys. I'm on the clock. Game. Let's go and check. Now we only have 1.3 kilowatts. So that should be much better, I think. But they're still using at the same time, so yeah. 1 kilowatt, 901. So that shouldn't be overloaded anymore. Oh, there we go. It jumped to 1.3. Did you see that? So yeah, you can't have a single circuit. You have to have, I think, multiple generators, multiple power producing buildings, and different wirings, different circuits altogether. So it's a bit troublesome like that, but yeah, what can we do? It makes things more complicated, but more challenging as well, at least. That's my guy. Anyway, what else? If you noticed, the mechanized airlocks are actually looking a lot cooler. It's much easier to see if they're open or closed. If I, for example, lock this one, there's a cool looking icon there. Look at that. It becomes red and has a padlock. How could it be even more obvious? And then one more item is if a mechanized airlock is powered, you can actually restrict or prevent people from certain dupes from coming here. Like for example, let's try Max. So Max, passing left is permitted, passing right is permitted. Let's say we want to close him inside. We just remove the permission for him to go left, and now he's stuck inside. Yeah, so bye Max. And this is filled with CO2. And he just slept because he's narcoleptic, I think. Okay, let's allow him again so he can go out. There we go. Okay, he's alive. No worries. No dupes were fully harmed during the recording of this video. The last one I have is about gas pumps. So you can see, you probably won't see. Let me see. Let me go and do something. Disable that. Let's reduce the load on the electricity because we really need the power. And we don't want anything getting overloaded. There we go. That's perfect. Slow down. So I still have no power. How can I do this? Let me see. This is 1.3 kilowatts. No, that's too much. Anyway, you'll get the picture. So if you look here, overlays, you see that everything's flowing smoothly. I do have valves, but I'm not sure if the valves are working yet. Because if you look, I set my valves to be 815 grams per second. And if you look at the pipe contents, it's 10 kilos. And after it goes through the valve, it's still 10 kilos. But honestly, I'm not sure if this is just a display bug, but it's working. I don't really know how to prove that yet, but it seems to be working. I don't know, maybe it's psychological. What I wanted to really show though was this one. So you can see how much flowy the gas pumps and hydrogen generators are. Now you probably know how the gas pump behaved before, and it's in no way something like that. Just pumping everything in. And it now pumps from all four corners. So the gas pump is 4 cells wide and long. Before, I think it only used the lower left. Now it uses all 4 when it pumps. It looks at all 4 and pumps all those. And if you look at the hydrogen generator now, even though there was only one piece of hydrogen which came into it, it now pumps until it uses up all of that. So it's not only one pump per cell of hydrogen. So if you look here, contents, hydrogen 14.5 grams. Let's fast forward a bit. until we get another hydrogen item in there. There we go. So if you look here, this is 200 grams of hydrogen. And if you look at this hydrogen generator when it comes in, so that's 100, right? So it will keep pumping now until it uses all of that. See? But that was too small, so it just pumped once. But yeah, you can trust me on that. Okay, 224, one more test. Come on, don't fail me now. One pump. Oh, there. 1.5 pumps. That's the best I could manage. Anyway, those are my observations for now. Do let me know if you found something out as well. And if you have any tips for me, I'm sure you do. Let me know in the comments, right? I am looking forward to mastering the new mechanics, because this is really a game changer. So many new buildings, new features, and I haven't even touched everything, like new plants, thimble reeds. You can create clothes. There's steam geysers now, which I haven't even seen yet in my game. But yeah, more videos to follow, hopefully. Streaming on Wednesdays, Tuesday night for US guys. But yeah, I hope to learn more and share with you more things. And if you have any tips for me, as I said, do let me know in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more updates. In the meantime, this is the Clumsy Geek signing off. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you in the next one. Thanks guys, and bye-bye.